What is up, family? How much LCX do you need to be a millionaire in 2025? I have a creative way of doing this. I haven't seen anyone do it this way. So I think this is going to be pretty interesting for you guys to see. And then January is the gateway. Okay. So we'll explain what we mean by that coming up. But first, as always, we're going to cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black View Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested.
What is up, crypto warriors? What is up, Black Roo Crew? Let's get it today. Hey, I hope everyone's doing well this Monday. I love to do. Honestly, I'm not a fan of these type of shows, but honestly, I think I have a creative way of doing it that will teach and that will also let people know if they can't necessarily hit the $1 million target from what we say, right? These are the things you can do to hit your own target. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing with my portfolio. But again, I think I have a creative way of doing this to let you guys know what you need to hit your own personal target. And of course, we're going to talk about January being the gateway. All right. And we're going to kind of talk about where we are as far as sentiment in the market and why, hey, we're almost in January. Just hold on. Couple days away now, almost a day away now. Please don't get shook. Again, not a financial advice, just with my own portfolio, kind of talking to myself here. Don't get shook, guys. We'll go over it today. Let's go ahead and share the screen here. Entire screen. And click the button because we're going to have a little video to share. Fair use, by the way. So let's just kind of remind people about LCX. The one thing you need to know, go ahead and close this thing over here. The one thing you need to know without a shadow of a doubt is that LCX is going to be a blockchain bank. Okay. Now they took this down off of their the World Economic Forum website because we know LCX is a member of the World Economic Forum. We'll go over that as well. But check this out because the internet doesn't forget, and I made a nice little clip of it to show you where LCX is a blockchain bank. So think about being a blockchain bank, right? Just think about that from a common sense point of view, right? If they're going to be a blockchain bank for Europe, anyone wanting to use blockchain in Europe will probably need to go through LCX, or LCX will be the best place for them to go through. Okay, so let's look at this. This is no longer on the World Economic Forum site, but we caught it in this video here. Swift Blockchain, Revolut, and Quant revealing banking, the next generation. Just want to remind you guys of that. For anyone who may be a first timer here, we have a whole bunch of new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. Description from the World Economic Forum, they literally say it: a blockchain bank for the new financial world. Like, need I say more? But let me just go on. See that there it is, LCX's right there. Become a blockchain bank for the new financial world. LCX's goal is become one of the world's first licensed and supervised blockchain banks, seamlessly blending traditional and crypto assets. LCX will be offering a next generation digital asset exchange, a security token exchange, crypto asset financial products and services, LCX is focused on helping both traditional and blockchain markets participants make the most of opportunities arising from the growth of cryptocurrencies and tokenized assets. Okay. And as we know, it was founded in Liechtenstein. Okay. Liechtenstein is a rich little country between Switzerland and Austria. Switzerland's where all the banks are. So if you wonder why Swiss is always neutral in wars, that's where all the banks are. Coincidentally, the Swiss flag is red and white and resembles the Templar flag. So if you know, you know, with that one, right? The Templars are where the whole fractional reserve banking, that whole process originates. Let me know if you want me to go kind of a little bit more into that in the chat, but we shall continue on. So speaking of Liechtenstein, right? The Prince of Liechtenstein is down for the cause with LCX. And this is on LCX YouTube, which I definitely suggest you guys go visit. Only 751 views. But hey, apparently the Royals are down for the cause, at least LCX's or
My name
Liechtenstein's
is
Royal.
Michael Lichtenstein.
Now let's just take a short listen to him and what he has to say. This is just a 2-minute video, but we'll speed it up just a bit so we're not here for too long. But we'll speed it up just a little bit there. And here we go.
My name is Michael Lichtenstein. I'm a citizen of Liechtenstein, and I'm an entrepreneur here in Liechtenstein. Also, I've lived before I started my companies here all over the world in business. I've always been a businessman. I'm excited by business, and I'm excited by the economy, but also interested what's happening in politics, in technology, and I'm a curious person. Now, I'm quite interested in the issues of what can blockchain offer? What does it mean to the whole financial industry? I know it is a disruptive technology which will change the financial industry, and I'm pretty certain it will finally change it to the better. The financial industry is a very important sector in Liechtenstein, so this is important. I think it also blockchain as a decentralized system, and you can achieve a lot with not so many people and not being such a big country. So it is interesting for Liechtenstein to achieve high value added with not so many people, with on a smaller scale. I think it is very interesting for us, because what we need is we can't have all the talent here in the country. So we need to get talent and exchange with the rest of the world and the best ones. And I'm very happy that I got invited to be there, because it also broadens my knowledge and helps our country to be on a good way and on a safe way on this way to the new technology.
So very cool. Just a short little clip from Prince Michael there. I think no coincidence they have it go for 2 minutes and 22 seconds. That whole six thing again that we see with these guys very frequently, right? So that kind of just dovetails us into them being members of the World Economic Forum, right? World Economic Forum, old school money there. They're way more than a think tank. If you do some research into these guys, you'll kind of discover that they're movers and shakers, and they will tell you what's going to happen in the world at the beginning of the year. And they just happen to be always right. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy, right? So these guys are like the biggest world's movers and shakers, right? So when you understand that LCX is a part of this, World Economic Forum does their meetings in Switzerland, right next door to Liechtenstein, you understand that LCX is not just your run-of-the-mill exchange, all right? This is not just a little community-driven thing, which is, no offense to community-driven things, but this has big time backing behind it, right? So, in the whole vein of following the money, this is following the money, okay? So this is since January, and there's the 6 again, right? Can't even plan it, bro. I didn't plan it like that, but there it is. January 15th, 2019, they became a member of the World Economic Forum. And in doing that, we don't really need to read this article. In doing that, we kind of know too that they were the guinea pigs, or kind of the initial kind of watching people for the MiCA laws. So all these MiCA laws that they were making for crypto regulation, they started them here with LCX for the European Union. Okay, so you can see here June 6th, 6/6, 2022. So 6/6, 6/6, and the 3 2s add up to 6. Loving those 6s, guys. They love those 6s. So yeah, so they're going to be the kind of leaders of the whole MiCA law thing. And remember, MiCA laws start today. They're active today. I believe LCX is going to be completely up and running with this by February. Okay, so they'll be the first ones to be up and running with it, which is going to give them a very, very, very big advantage. Okay. Now, to just quickly kind of look at some of their partners, and then we can get into the how much LCX you would need portion. A who's who of partners: Chainlink, Hedera, of course, EF, Quant as well. So kind of all the big players in blockchain interoperability, right? As far as like Chainlink and Quant go, right? So you can understand how it would be a blockchain bank for the EU. So have a ton of different licenses that other blockchains, including the Coinbases and things of the world, do not have, and that's because the World Economic Forum does look out for these guys. So how traditionally people do this, right, is they take, what if LCX had the market cap of this? So we'll do that because this is what people normally are expecting to see, right? And of course, like, you can't, like, market cap is like basically, okay, if my coin had this much liquidity on it and you added up all the coins based off of their market cap, this would be the price that it would have. So right now for Stellar, if you added up all of its coins, it would basically be a $10 billion market cap. So if LCX had a $10 billion market cap, it would be basically $11. Okay. So that's a 44x. Okay. I know we've shown you here before a Patrick Trainer's his estimate, or his what do you call it, price target for LCX. You can see here, we will zoom this in because it's kind of hard to see here. So he's thinking 2024, $1.06. Doesn't look like we're gonna make that here. 2024, 2025, $13.36, right? And that would be the 166. Apparently he even knows what's going on or whatever. I don't know where he got this, if he made this himself or he got it from somewhere, but that's his estimate. So if it had the market cap of Stellar, we had it at $11. This guy's thinking $13.36 by 2025, and then it dips back down in 2026 to $2.67, and then come 2028, $40 a coin. Come 2029, $501 a coin. Come 2030, $100 a coin. And this is like, if you think about it being a blockchain bank, this is where it could head, right? Now, the creative way I want to do this. Let me see who we got in the house before we do the creative way here. What's up, Maximus Crypto? Shout out to my guy Max. Definitely check out his channel. What's up, C Allen? I'm sorry. What's up, Crypto Trucker? Yes, explain, please. Okay. I forget what I was supposed to explain there. What's up, Marie Villas? And what is up, Leo O'Connor? So now we're going to get to the creative way that I want to explain this. But again, first, let's go check out my guy Max's channel. Definitely go subscribe to him if you haven't already. Some of the best research out here with my man Maximus. I am a frequent watcher and a frequent collaborator with Max. It's always a fun time to go on Max's channel and do some shows. Still got a chicken run with my brother coming in at some point, because we're actually we don't live too far from each other. So definitely go check him out over here. And let's now get into this. So if you guys are not familiar with Etherscan, okay? Etherscan is where you can go and get like the top 1,000 holders of a coin, okay? It also will show you kind of like in a snapshot what's going on with your coin. So in this snapshot of holders, you can see LCX is just gaining holders here, right? So from December 19th, it's already, even though the price is going down, it's up a good, God, how many holders? 500 or more? So even though the price is going down, the number of holders is increasing. Okay. And if we look here at the top 1,000 holders, one of the things I want you guys to notice, if we go to the top, the absolute top, there's some these are probably like LCX wallets where they got 31 to 32 million LCX. And again, let's go to LCX's supply. It's just under 1 billion. If you're not familiar with its total supply, it's just under 1 billion. So I think it's 950 million is his total supply. So which is relatively low when you think about like, well, XRP, which is 100 billion. Now 100 billion is like, that's when you have like payment cryptos and things like that. But LCX's supply, max supply, just happens to be 950 million, which is just a bit under 1 billion. Okay. So I think when they put some liquidity in it, it can really fly. It can really, really fly. But back to Etherscan, right? So if we go and we just go to the last page, one of the things you'll notice is this 1,000th guy, and again, people have multiple wallets. It may just, this 1,000 guy, he could have more than 72K tokens ish, right? This could just be one wallet he owns. But if we see here that the minimum for one wallet or one of the top 1,000 wallets is 72K, right? So keep that in mind. But one of the things I want to show you here, if we go a couple pages up, one more page up. So 801 basically has 100,000 tokens. And then if we go to 800 and above, look at all of these 100Ks, guys. 100K, 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 100K. Basically, 50, 100Ks, okay? And since we're on page 18 or 16 or whatever, and we know there's the top 1,000 holders. So over 800 of these guys, over 800 have over 100,000 tokens. Again, we probably have some people that have their stuff spread out over multiple wallets. There are probably some people, there are probably more than 800 people that have over 100,000 tokens. I mean, we could say that saying that all 800 of these people are uniquely one different person, but you kind of get what I'm saying. So of the top 100 people, 800 unique addresses hold over 100K. Okay. So for me, if I were to set a bar of how many tokens and what they're expecting the price to be at, I would say 100K tokens, which at $10, that would give you $1 million. Okay. I have a little spreadsheet here with some quick math. So 1,000 tokens, if it was $1,000 a token and you had 1,000 tokens, that would be $1 million. So going up here at, if you had 100,000 tokens, 100,000 times 10 is $1 million. So I am thinking in 2025, if you want to be a LCX millionaire, 100,000 tokens is what you would want. And I highly believe that $10 is probably the price point we could see it hit. Again, if we bring in this information, as far as how much LCX market cap would be, it would be something under 10 billion market cap, which would mean it would have to do something more than like it would have to do something underneath a 44x to get to that point. And if we do a little bit further research into this, right, and we see what some of these and how long some of these wallets have been holding said 100K tokens, right? And we'll go continue this. So this wallet has been holding said 100K tokens for about, God, what's that? 1,443 days. That's literally like what, 5 years? Let's put out the calculator here. So these people have been holding and holding strong, right? Talk about diamond hands. Diamond hands these people have been holding, right? So this kind of just really lets me know, right? Some people are very, very confident in LCX because they've been holding this for a very long time. Let's see here. 144 divided by, or 1443 divided by 1,443 divided by 365. Forget about the leap year. We'll just say 365. So that's nearly 4 years, okay, that they've been holding. They have been holding. Okay, let's check out the person above this person, right? We'll just check out a couple of these people, right? Let's see if it's gonna go back to where we were, or it's gonna. Okay, it's gonna go. We got to go all the way back and do that again. So just that guy had been holding for a very, very long time. So obviously they're not just waiting for, because LCX has gone up to 40 cents. They could have cashed out then if they wanted to, but they didn't. Okay. So, and they have such a perfect number, right? I'm thinking they must be waiting for something bigger. So if they were waiting for $1 million, then maybe that's why we see that they're still holding, even though LCX has been like the all-time high, I think, was 50 cents or 60 cents. They're clearly waiting for more. Let's see what this one. when they get theirs. $370 days ago. So this guy's waited almost a year. It just like flat out was just like, bam, okay. they clearly are waiting for $10 as well, right? They got it a year ago. They thought that, okay, how much they really just thought, okay, $10 LCX will give me $1 million. I'm just gonna buy 100,000 and wait. That's my thinking. That's my thinking. I'm speculating here. I'm speculating. So I think this is, and we'll pull one more of those. I think this is the most accurate way to figure out, okay, based on like the top 1,000 holders, how much LCX do I need to be a millionaire? Now it could totally go higher than $10, right? It could do that, but I'm just speculating based off the 1,000 holders, the top 1,000 holders. You know, let me pick one right there. Let me pick this guy. Almost 2 years ago. So here's some people that are very, very confident, at least it seems to me, in LCX. Okay. So this is my thought, right? Well, what if you say to me, well, a BlackRoot, I can't buy that much LCX. You know, I can't. Let's just look at here. I have the chart out. Let's insert a row below. Let's grab that. So if it hit $10, right? Well, if you had 100 LCX, that's $1,000 and if we're just still doing this calculation here, let's just play with some numbers just for a little bit here. So currently, how much would that cost? LCX, we'll just say it's 25 cents. So 100 of them will cost you $25. So you turn 25 into 1,000. That sounds good to me. I don't know about you, but that sounds good to me. So again, if you had 400 of them, right? Of course, that would just be times 4. That's $4,000. So essentially, if you spent, let's see, if you got 1,000 then, right, which would be 10K. So you spend 250. If it hits that target, that of course would get you 10K. Not bad for a $250 investment, possibly getting 10K in 2025. Very, very I would say that's not bad, right? I would say that's not bad. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let's see here. Let's get into the comments. I can't remember what I needed to explain, Crypto Trucker, because I know I said if somebody wants me to explain it, I'll explain it. And then we'll get into January being the gateway. Let's go, Rue, Swift, and LCX. The Liechtenstein Exchange. I appreciate it, Max. I don't know if I did that good. Max does some really good impressions, you guys. Definitely check out Max's show. It's a fun time, bro. His Mike Tyson impression has me rolling on the floor every time. Every time. 100%. Smash the like for Rue. Yes, guys, please smash the like and consider subscribing as well. Hello, Marie. What's up? Appreciate you coming through. Leo O'Connor, yes, Ruel. I read Mika does not start until February 1st. Okay, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. What's up, River? Long time. DJ, what's up, Callan? And hello to gentlemen of crypto. What's going on? Facts over feelings. $1 to $2 max this bull run. I just, that would be very conservative. That would be very conservative. The only reason I think it can shatter that is because of all the institutional money that is coming into crypto. I've told you guys in various different videos. The switch is flipped. If you haven't seen the switch is flipped video, definitely take a look at my switch is flipped video. We also played something with Michael Saylor where Michael Saylor was just saying, well, I think crypto regulations are going to be gone with this regime, right? And if the crypto regulations are lifted, right? Because remember, LCX had that whole bullcrap SEC thing on it, right? So this alone, if this alone gets lifted, SEC lawsuits, 68 cryptocurrencies are now seen as securities by the SEC. The moment John, I think it's either John or Paul Atkins gets in there and replaces Gensler and lifts this, man, LCX will probably just go skyrocket right there. It'll probably 4x that day, bro, from wherever it's at, right? So the moment this whole little thing lifts, boom, right? Also, when Mika gets put into view, right? Again, we told you guys Hong Kong is doing zero taxes for cryptocurrencies. They didn't specify like we did here in America, where Trump said zero taxes on American cryptocurrencies. Hong Kong, they said zero taxes on cryptocurrencies in general. So could they go out and buy LCX, which is going to be a blockchain exchange? I really think so, right? I think it's very, very, very conservative to go $2, right? $1 to $2 max, right? And of course, if it was $1, that would mean you would need 1 million coins to be a LCX millionaire. Let's go ahead and at least let's entertain what Facts Over Feelings just said. Again, I'm proposing, and we just saw it here, over 80%, because it was 800, right? Over 80% of LCX holders in the top 100 or top 1,000 have over, at least a minimum of $100,000 coins. Excuse me, have at least a minimum of 100K coins. Okay, that's 80% of the top holders. So in my mind, in my thoughts, they're expecting $10 LCX in my mind, of my thoughts. But let's see how many it would take us on this list to get to 1 million. I would take it. There are probably not too many. So yeah, so there's only assuming again, like people will probably have it split over multiple wallets, right? But just in one wallet, 74 and up people have 1 million LCX. And I don't see any named wallets here. So these million LCX in one wallet is probably like an exchange. Yeah, Revolut, which Tim Draper owns, by the way. So Tim Draper indirectly a holder of LCX. Of course, he owns Coinbase too. So He's double covered. He's double covered. Of course, again, we connected Draper to Rothschilds. We connected him to Rockefellers. So the same people that kind of run our money right now, hint, hint, central banks, you know what I mean, are invested indirectly, right? Coinbase and Revolut. Let me see. When is the first time I can find a named wallet here? I'm just curious. Haven't found one yet. Still haven't. Okay, there we are. Sologura ETH. Sologura ETH. He bought it 614 days ago. So he bought over a 500,000 LCX. If we're looking at this guy's, can we look at his wallet? Can we look at his wallet? Okay, there we go. What's this guy got? Okay, there's a cleaner way to do this. It's curious to see what this dude's holding. Hopefully it doesn't show my wallet, or we're gonna have to close this thing right up. I don't think I have my wallet connected over here. Just in case, let's make sure we turn this off for just a second here. We'll be right back there. I just want to make sure it doesn't show my wallet. Oh, it was going to too. Thank goodness I moved that way. It's only one of many wallets, but let's go ahead and now we'll bring it back here. Kind of interesting to see what this guy's holding, right? Since he's holding so much LCX in this guy's wallet, this is Sologura. He's holding AGIX, Chainlink, of course, LCX, ETH, Rollblock or whatever. Let's see the rest of what he has. Some free game for you guys here. QuantX, Casper. This is some pretty good holdings right here. Free game for you guys here. Bitcoin or Beam, Render. Very interesting, his holdings here. Alchemy Pay, Ori, and there we go. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I like his top 5 with the LCX, the Chainlink, the QuantX, and the Casper. And did I just skip past some Quant? I thought I saw Quant somewhere. But yeah, nice holdings here. But yeah, oops. Yeah, I definitely think we go higher than $1 to $2 max. Maybe $13 for LCX will increase regulation. $13 is reaching. Neva Huddle. What's up? What's up, Prospector? Spikes GM Classics. 25 cents would cost. No, bro. I think you're wrong on that. 25 cents would cost 25. No, bro. Like it's a 4 for $1, basically. I don't think that's that calculated wrong. This is 25 cents. It's 20. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. So this is buying 1,000 for 25 cents would be 250. That makes sense. I'm buying 1,000, so they're basically 4 for $1 would be $250. So I don't know what I'm missing here, or what I didn't say, or how it's not calculating right for you. Buying 1,000, and those 1,000 would be worth 25 cents a piece. So that's 250. So let me see what you said. 25 cents would be no. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. Spike's GM Classic, and that's okay. That's incorrect. But yeah, if you spent $2,500, let's go back here. I don't think we can reverse engineer it that way, but basically, because we know like 1,000 would cost, 1,000, and 25 cents is basically a 1/4, right? So 1/4 of 1,000 is 250, right? Just like 1/2 of 1,000 would be $500. So if we essentially just added a zero here, we know that would be, so if you wanted to buy 10K LCX, that would cost you $2,500. And we don't know how that's true because that's a fourth of that is this. That's just the math of it. The Templar, okay, the Templar. So the Templar, what they discovered were basically like, okay, so back in the day, people would go from city to city, and you would do it in horse and buggy, right? And what the Templar discovered was, okay, what they would say is like, hey, we will give you these little writs, these little checks, right? So it's just as good as money. Now, instead of being robbed for your gold, right? You give us your gold, you take the little writ, and then when you go to the next town, you can go to our Templar agency over there, show them the writ, and they will give you your gold. So what they figured out was that it was something like only like 30% of the people came back for their gold. So imagine if that if the other 70% died or did whatever, right? Then they're just going to keep their gold. And that's how we have fractional reserve banking. Well, the second part to that is, okay, if only 30% ever came back for their gold, then now they're going to keep the gold of people that don't come back. But then on top of that, they're going to make loans to people, okay, because they got all this extra part to deal with, because they know only 30% of the people are going to come back for their gold. So then they started making loans and getting even more money for people defaulting on their loans, for them, for charging interest to them on those loans. This is where kind of fractional reserve banking started from. And if you kind of want to look here, very interesting Templar flag. What you're going to notice is, well, look at that. Look at that Templar flag. Red and white, just like this guy right here, right? Sometimes you see it with the black in it too, but red and white, huh? Very interesting. Swiss flag. Well, what do you know? What do you know? Some other countries. I think it's Sardinia, which is like really close to Rome, right? We want flag. Well, look at that. Really close to Rome, and they have all these what looks like Moors on them. Very, very interesting there. But you see, it's the Templar flag with 4 Moors on it. But it's just some interesting stuff to ponder, right? Some interesting stuff to ponder. But I digress. Let's continue on here. Spike's Classics. I'm not sure what you're talking about, bro. I did the numbers. I don't know. I really don't think I'm wrong here on the numbers there. Spike's GM Classics. Let me know. Kind of put if you can put the equation in there. Then maybe I can figure out if I'm wrong or not. But when you just put the number, I can't know. Why can't Americans sign up on the LCX exchange? Well, that's because they blocked it, and I think they blocked it because they want certain exchanges to grow in the area that they're in. So in the area of America, they just want Uphold, Coinbase, and Gemini. That's pretty much all they want. They don't want anybody else infringing on that. And think about it. Like Tim Draper owns Coinbase and Gemini. I don't think he owns Uphold at all, but those guys have to eat. They got to be able to eat. So LCX and Binance can handle the Europe part, and then Binance and mostly Tron can handle the China part. It's crazy. If you know, LCX or Telcoin. Ooh, you know what I think, bro. Like split it down the middle, both. But if you forced me to choose, oh my God, I would probably say LCX, only because LCX's supply is very much lower than Telcoin's. But I would really split it in half. But again, not financial advice. Is just what I would do if it was my money with my portfolio. Stingy Bayberry, good evening. Our good brother, appreciate you. Nerd Up Big Marv, peace. Long time watcher. Appreciate you, Nerd Up Big Marv. Stingy Bayberry, also the ISO tokens will rock it for sure. I believe so. Satoshi Moto Black, good. I didn't miss the live. Appreciate it. Heezy Worthy, what's going on? Satoshi Moto Black, diversity is the key, I believe, except BTC. Go along with BTC. Seymour Breezy, what's a minimum LCX minimum to get a few 100,000? Well, let's look at that. We got our trusty thing here, and I think I kind of confirmed what we were talking about with the whole money thing. And this is just a calculator, right? Because it's doing the calculations, right? It's this number times this number equals that number. It's doing the calculations. So it's literally a calculator. So if I put $1 here, or I put 1 here, it's going to give me 25 cents. If I put 4 here, it's going to give me $1. If I bought 4 tokens, number of, maybe that's, I need to label this for people. Number of tokens. Price of LCX. Total in USD. And that's what that price of LCX is also USD. Okay. So there it is. If I have 4 tokens at 25 cents, I will have $1 and so on, right? So now if I'm thinking it's gonna, again, I'm saying that LCX at $10, you have 100,000 tokens. That's how you get to $1 million. So if you wanted to get to 100,000, right? So we have to take, let's take this equation, copy it down here, and we're saying 100K. So what we can do is we can just take off a 0, right? So take off a 0 here, we got 100K. So now we got 10K coins times $10 get you 100K, which just makes sense, right? You take in, like, that's like essentially, right? If LCX was worth $1 and you had 10K coins, $1 per each coin is 10K. So you got 10K coins, they worth $1, you got $10,000, right? Just simple math, just to show you guys, just to way you can fact check yourself. But since we're thinking LCX is going to $10, then okay, 10K LCX gets you $100,000. Now here is where you can start playing games, right, with yourself. Okay, this is where you can start playing games, or if you want to get a jump on the market, right? So say that I think 100K coins will give me, at $10, an LCX will give me $1 million. So what if I want to get out before the people are talking about the $10, right? Because I don't want to wait until everybody else is going to get out, right? So what if I had 101,000 coins? So that gives me a little bit of room to get out earlier. But how much room? So that basically, that didn't give me enough room. So 100, let's say 103. Okay, now I can, now that means LCX goes to, okay. Okay, essentially, if I had 103K coins, LCX can now go to $9.88, and I have over $1 million. And this is how you can play with your kind of spreadsheet like that and figure out exactly how much you want, exactly what your price target is, and exactly how you can manipulate to get what you want out of your portfolio. So $9.77. I'm trying to get down to the minimum here with that amount and get $1 million. So it's somewhere between $9.74, something like that. So this is the high level game I play with my portfolio, right? Saying that, like, okay, I want to get out a little bit before $10, so I need 103K tokens. So see what I'm saying when I say that, guys? I hope so. So minimum, if you're trying to get that 100,000, would be 10K. So 10K for 1,000, 100,000. If LCX goes to $10, on that same token, if I did 30K, that's 300,000, and so on, right? That's if it hits the $10 mark. But again, make your own spreadsheet where you can. It's really simple. I just did equals column A 14 times with the little star, column B 14. I just put that right here in C. Very, very, very easy. So like I'm at column 15, so I'm in C, right? So if I say equals A 15 times B 15. Okay, they have nothing in them right now. So if I said 4, which we already calculated, times 25 cents is $1. So do that with your own portfolio, and you can figure out exactly where you want to get. What's the max price for LCX in 2025? Honestly, I wouldn't say any higher than $13, but that would be my limit right there. Yeah, 1,000 times 25 is 250. Yep. Thanks, Seymour Breezy. Appreciate it. Did you notice the crypto with the massive pullbacks in the last 24 hours? I reckon we won't see a pump until the first weekend of January. And see, that's exactly why I was trying to get people prepared, right? This is it. Like, come January, we're going to get that pump. Like, I know people are saying different things, but I showed you guys the central banks can buy crypto come January 1st, 2025. Now, I don't know if they have a holiday on January 1st or not. So if it's going to happen immediately January 1st, but January is going down one way or the other. Trump gets inaugurated in January 1st or January 20th. Gary Gensler leaves January 20th. It's going down in January. It is going down. But I think sentiment's at an all-time low. That's why I think it's going to start like right at the beginning of January, because most people are not going to expect it. And most people are going to be, doing whatever they're doing for the new year. 25K times 25 cents is $625. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for that. LCX and buying range. I think so, man. I think because even if we go with facts over feelings, his lower estimate of $1, that's for 4x. Even if we go to his higher estimate of $2, that's an 8x, right? Even at that low range, that's gravy. That's gravy. But I really think we got that $10 coming. And even if it's not coming, I thoroughly believe this bull run, because we're going to have the regulational clarity with both America and MiCA with the EU. But let's say it took longer. Again, I showed you this guy, Patrick Trainer, who does not think that it's going to take that long. Where is that? LinkedIn. So this guy was thinking that the dollar was off, but the 10 cent wasn't, I don't think. But the dollar was off. But 2025, 13, I honestly don't think that's too far off. I would say 10 coming 2025, but and that's only because institutional money is going to want LCX. It's definitely going to want it. Over 100 viewers. I appreciate it, guys. Look at the England flag. Yeah, the England flag too, Leo O'Connor. That's totally true. All these flags are Viking flag variations. In some sense, Malcolm Rex, they are, and we're going to go over an hour today. That's fine, I guess. They say the colors of the flags are the family who leads the country. So it's very interesting when you look at some of these flags and you see the colors. Like anything that is British related, you see the colors of red, white, and blue. Anything that seems to be Templar related, you got that red and white. So is our country Templar run because it's red, white, and blue? I would say so. I would say so. But I just find it very interesting, especially when you talk about Italy and Rome, to see um, um, what someone would call a Moor um, on those flags, like Sardinia or Corsica. Let's look at Corsica flag. And this is where Napoleon is from. Okay, where Napoleon's from. Very, very interesting that we see on their flag. It's this, right? It's just a Moor. It's a Moor. Like, how, like, what happened? Like, how is your flag a Moor and Corsica looks like it looks right now? But understand, like, Corsica is right above Africa. So clearly something happened there. And then Sardinia looks like this. Switzerland looks like it looks. What else? Who else? Like it's just some interesting flags. It's just interesting what you can find on certain flags, right? Just very interesting. I should do a show on this one day on a separate channel because it's very, very interesting what you will find on some flags. Like I would not have guessed that this would be Corsica's flag, and of course Sardinia is right next to Corsica. I would have never guessed that was its flag. Let's see, the Vatican. What does their flag look like? Okay, interesting. Yellow and white, huh? With keys. That's interesting. There's a bank that has the keys like that. I think it's in Switzerland. I think it's called like UBF Bank or something like that. UBF Bank. Where it has the keys that kind of look like that. Logo. I think I'm thinking of it's no UB. I'm thinking I don't have the right bank. UBS with those three keys, kind of resembling this the one we were just looking at with the Vatican. This is an interesting thing. I agree. LCX will be huge. What's up, Stan? In 2024, but why doesn't Monty have more presentation updates? It's like they don't want people to know. 100%. Like again, and this is another show I need to do. We do not matter, right? In a sense, it was always going to be retail, right? Or I'm sorry, institutions. How does Bitcoin gone all the way up to 6 figures? BlackRock. Like, in a sense, we don't matter. And yet, at the same time, they did everything they could to keep us out, right? Look at FTX. Look at what they did to Ripple, right? Where Ripple people had to wait years to capitalize on XRP. Almost 7 years, right? We want XRP Binance. Week. They had to wait years, bro. Like years. This is not even the right one. XRP. So years, bro. Like long years to kind of like 2017 all the way to now. Dudes had to wait 7 years. 7 years. Number 7's a good one. But yeah, dudes had to wait like pretty much 7 years for it to finally reach its potential. And who knows how far XRP can go? Like, would it be at all shocking to see $65 XRP, $100 XRP? I would not be shocked to see that. But yeah, what did they try? They tried to this. What the SEC coming out and jacking up all these tokens, FTX scandal, the Mount Gox scandal. Like, how much did they try to get us out when all the time, right? How I show you guys Coinbase got its initial money from the New York Stock Exchange. So the whole time these dudes knew what crypto was going to be, because I don't imagine that the New York Stock Exchange just invests in anything, right? Or several banks, or the United Services Automobile Association, right? Or Tim Draper, right? All of these guys decided to invest in Coinbase in 2015, right? It's crazy, bro, to even think about. In 2015, these guys decided to do that, right? But yet, after 2015, we had all of these scandals, right? Including XRP, right? Getting destroyed to where it was and held off for 7 years. FTX, Mount Gox, Celsius, you name it, right? How many have there been? Like, so many. I only got 310K LCX tokens. Am I good? You're good, bro. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're doing good, right? So from our rubric, you should be really good. Remember, so we're saying 100K tokens will get you to 1 million. That's what we're saying. So you'll have multiple millions if that does come true. 13 for LCX in 2025 seems like a balanced price prediction. I agree. What's up, Heezy Worthy? Robert Riley. Happy, healthy New Year's, Black Roo. Fast Willie Jackson. Is it too late to start a position in Swift Coin? That's up to you, bro. That's up to you. For me personally, not financial advice. It's up to you, bro. I think right now is probably the best you're gonna get it, right? And that's looking at all these different price charts and stuff on the week, right? On a day chart, it's way over, sold right down there. So again, I think in January things are going to start popping off. So again, what I told people are, you have like my cutoff for people were the 29th. And this is exactly why I said the 29th. So we had a couple days wiggle room, right? So yeah, I think these are the last 2 days. People are going to get these coins at these prices. 100%. These are the last few days people will get these coins at these prices. Period. Full stop. Let's see, like, and a little bit of showing kind of what I mean. Let's go to Christmas of 2023. So basically, Bitcoin was okay. Well, this January ended up being to be a little it went up into January, dipped back down, and then just took off come February. So maybe this might happen again, but I doubt it, because this January for us is going to be different in that we have a president being sworn in, and all these new laws that Trump is going to bring. So this January, I don't think will look like this one at all. But the point I kind of wanted to show you here is we had the whole dead until and wake up in January here. I think the most effective thing to show would be to go back to the last presidential swear in, which would be around here, right? Okay, and then the president gets sworn in, and then January. Yeah, I just think things will be a little different here. But you can see here, kind of after the president took office, though, it took a while, but boom, right? So, yeah, I think, but if you look kind of at the chart, it looks a lot like kind of here when we took off. This was the halving. This was the halving. It kind of resembles this, where we're going to hit this break right here. But I really think it's going to be way more, because you got BlackRock, you got everybody, you got the whole world coming into crypto, basically. I really do not believe we're ready for what's going to happen in January. I really think it's going to be bananas, guys. Like, could we see like 200? I don't even want to speculate, bro. I just want to watch. I'm just ready to watch. I'm just ready to get my popcorn and watch. Yep. UBS. We eventually found it. That would be a very fascinating show. Yep. United Bank of Switzerland, UBS. Would you know how Monty got connected to big dogs? I don't see anything in his profile that would give him all the international access, but he has it. Is he a Rothschild? That's a good question. Like, I have no idea, bro. Like, I haven't looked into his background like that. I probably should, but yeah, I probably really should. Mike Albright, yes, 100%, bro. But I wanted to get into this, and cause you guys know I like history a little bit, right? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this guy. His name is Edward Bernays. I didn't want to say his name. It's too late. I said it now. But Edward Bernays, like, he's the nephew of Sigmund Freud, right? He was credited with being a pioneer in the field of public relations and propaganda. It's often referred to in his obituary as the father of public relations. So I just want to explain him to you guys, because all of the things that they do with propaganda and like controlling our emotions through media, this guy kind of came up with it, right? And I just want to give you some quotes from this guy. And I want to tell you this right now, because sentiment is at an all-time low. And understand that it's kind of meant to be that way right now. They got it up all the way to 108, and they brought it back down to 92. So this is why everyone kind of thinks like, oh, Bitcoin's always crashing, but it's always trending up. But let's listen to some quotes from this guy, right? Understand, this guy is the father of propaganda, the father of public relations, right? The consciousness and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses is an important element in democratic society. Let me say that again since I butchered it. The conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses is an important element in a democratic society. We are governed, our minds are molded, our tastes are formed, our ideas are suggested largely by men we have never heard of. Propaganda is the executive arm of the invisible government. This is crazy when you listen to this guy, but it's like I'm torn because it's like it's so diabolical, but it's so incredibly smart at the same time. It's crazy. It's crazy, but this is what the news is used for. It's used to manipulate our sentiment, right? And you once you understand that, you can play counter to it. You can go opposite of it. So understanding right now that sentiment is so low, you know that's exactly the time that they're ready to pop things back up. Because this is what the mechanism does. This is what it does. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, this one sounds good. This is some of his quotes. The three main elements of public relations are practically as old as society: informing people, persuading people, or integrating people with people. Of course, the means and the methods of accomplishing these ends have changed as society has changed. Listen to that, guys. Um, I think we read this one before. No matter how sophisticated, how cynical the public may become about publicity methods, it must respond to basic appeals because it will always need food, crave amusement, long for beauty, and respond to leadership. That's insane. But think about that. TikTok and someone being motivated by followers and how much followers a person has means that they're telling the truth or they are the truth because they have more views than this one or that one. Insanity, bro, right? It no longer matters the truth. It's only about social credit, right? And in a sense, that is true, but you have to understand how that can be used against you, especially in when it comes to sorry about that, especially when it comes to these cryptos and stocks, when it comes to stock and sentiment and the people who are marketing in media and like the influencers, when it comes to the influencers who are influencing you. Once you understand this, it makes you a better investor and it makes you more solid on your choices and your research, right? To understand that the market is going to try to move your sentiments, right? Let me see here. Let's do another one of these quotes. And I hope you guys like this because I like this. It helps me become a better, not only a better investor, a better man, of course, right? Which we all want to be better men and women, right? Okay. It is asked whether, in fact, the leader makes propaganda or whether propaganda makes the leader. There is a widespread impression that a good press agent can puff up a nobody into a great man. The answer is the same as that made to an old query of whether the newspaper makes the public opinion or whether the public opinion makes the newspaper. Listen to this stuff, bro. There has to be fertile ground for the leader, and the idea has to fall on. But the leader also has to have some vital seed to sow. To use another figure, a mutual need has to exist before either can come positively effective. Propaganda is of no use to the politician unless he has something to say which the public consciously or unconsciously wants to hear. Craziness. So think about that. Not only are they marketing or propaganding to your conscience, they're also propaganding to your unconscious, right? And a lot of that happens in commercials. Like you think that the commercial is not getting to you or you're ignoring the commercial, but it's hitting your unconscious part. That's why a lot of commercials hit us with some medical stuff. You know what I mean? Just think on that a little bit. Let's see here. There was one other one I wanted to read to you guys again. There was one other one. Let me see if I can find it for a second here. But I think you kind of get the picture with this guy, right? And this is what a lot of these a lot of propaganda and a lot of the things that we hear, it's based off of this guy's principles. Okay, this one. Undoubtedly, the public is becoming aware of the methods which are being used to mold its opinions and habits. If the public is better informed about the processes of its life, it will be so much the more receptive to reasonable appeals to its own interests. No matter how sophisticated, how cynical the public may become about publicity methods, it must respond to basic appeals because it is always in need of food, crave amusement. Okay, so this is a longer form of this one. Long for beauty, respond to leadership. If the public becomes more intelligent in its commercial demands, commercial firms will meet the new standards. If it becomes weary of the old methods used to persuade it to accept a given idea or commodity, its leaders will present their appeals more intelligently. Propaganda will never die out. Intelligent man must realize that propaganda is the modern instrument by which they can fight for productive ends and help to bring order out of chaos. Okay. And there's a particular group that uses the line order out of chaos. I'm going to leave it for you guys to figure out who that group is. But interesting, right? I don't know. I find that highly interesting. And I don't know about you guys, but I find those things to be very interesting. Let's see here. What's up, Disclosure Crypto? No Gary today, but another time, sir. Another time for sure. Let's see. Crypto Renaissance, Crypto Rue, Maximus Crypto, Should Focus, Underdog Researcher are the best researchers and crypto professionals. I appreciate that. Malcolm Rex, heard of him. He is the reason why you have today's version of Christmas. 100%. Stan, the crypto experience is crazy. It's amazing how much they will try to throw us off the scent. It reminds me of the drones, right? Thanks for covering LCX, Mike. Been holding my back for a while. Big things coming in 2025. Stan, is Dogecoin worth getting a position since the master manipulator Musk is naming his department after it? Exactly that, Stan. Exactly that. 100%, bro. In my opinion, okay. Just not financial advice, just what I'm doing with my portfolio. I definitely have some Doge in my portfolio for exactly the reason you mentioned. But of course, guys, do your own research and find your own reason for why you want to own Doge, but that's why I own Doge. He did study the human psychology from his uncle. Exactly. So he got stuff from his uncle and just made it like he 10x'd that the propaganda and public relations. Like see how it's such a thin line between propaganda and public relations. All of it is moving a human to do what you want to do by using leaders and whatnot. It's some insane stuff, but it gives you a whole new spin on news, right? Gives you a whole new spin on news. Or at least it does for me. I don't know how you guys do. Yeah. Somebody knows what's up in here. Somebody knows what's up in here. Malcolm Rex. Thank you for that. But yeah, guys. We just went over LCX, and I think by using the Etherscan top 100 holders, I think we found a very unique way here to analyze the whole thought of how much LCX do I need to be a millionaire. For us here, we would say you would need 100K because we were thinking the price target of $10 per LCX happens in 2025. This is just my guess. This is not a written in stone thing. This is not financial advice, right? Make your own decision, make your own price target. We even showed you how to do that with a Google spreadsheet. We showed you how you can sit here and look at the numbers and find a target that works for you, right? We're not telling you to wait for $10 or to not wait for $10. This is totally your choice. So I think we thoroughly covered that today. And yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're over on General Crypto or Rule Black, the Crypto Rule podcast, or Black Rule X, please consider like and subscribe on both X and on YouTube. We're trying to get the X monetized, and we are monetized over here on YouTube. So please, we would appreciate that. And Crypto Renaissance, thank you for always showing support. We love doing it. 100% we do, brother. A great opportunity to have a lot of fun and make some money and help people in the process. 100%. Definitely go over to Shook Focus's channel if you haven't already, guys. Excellent time to an excellent way to end out the show here. Checking out our guy Shook Focus Digital. Let's get my man there. Excellent content over here. And again, want to highlight my guy Dovu. Could we see a supply shot? That's from a month ago here. I'm pretty sure we got some more. Yep. Here we go. Yep. I love that. I love that thumbnail, by the way, too. Onyx Coin Origins. Did Visa leave underneath a JP Morgan Chase? Interesting. Very nice stuff. And it's getting tons and tons of views. Let's go. Love that for my brother. Definitely go check it out. Go check out everything over here. And don't forget also, my guy has SWFT things as well on the channel. An Underdog Researcher, did collaborated knowledge with the SWFT videos. So definitely not only check my brother out for Honest Coin, check him out for SWFT as well, and as well Dovu as well, guys, which is built on HBAR, on HBAR's platform. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining me on this Monday. Usually we go live on a Tuesday, but I just wanted to catch you guys, especially before January hits here. It's going to be a wonderful January, guys. And yeah, I cannot wait. I am super stoked for January to come. I hope you guys are too. And I'm out, guys. Peace.